There are quite a lot of things that'll drive a change in data centers. There is going to be some game changer in technology, but the game changer in technology to reduce the footprint you require for meeting computing workload, is being overtaken by the demand and the growth of data. I think about 2 years ago, The Economist wrote that Moore's law is no longer there because the growth is not doubling every 18 months. It's actually gone exponential. So we'll see some technology change. I don't think you will see an explosion of data center capacity with data centers everywhere in 10 years because some efficiencies will come through. There'll be some disruptive technologies, but the disruptive technologies will not be there to take out the data center industry. It'll actually be there to make sure the data center industry is viable for the amount of data volumes that would have grown exponentially into 10 years time. You've got Internet of Things. This is only the start of Internet of Things, where you have driverless vehicles not on the road, but flying between points that have to be controlled. Imagine the amount of data in real time you have to consume. So in 10 years' time, we'll see that shift, but it'll allow the industry to continue to support the growth rather than struggle and constrain the growth in data that we'll see. You have things like nanotechnology coming through, so seriously, micro in the technology that's being applied, which would mean actually we're talking about 100G and 400G right now. You're going to see some transformations in data speeds that can be supported, and some of that is now actually starting to be talked about. But it can take about 5 to 6 years before the initial conversations with these technologies start, and when they actually really practically become reality. How long have we been talking about 400G, for instance?